Can start.
Coming out live from our Techno Show headquarters, this is your host Daniel, and
my name is Kulsum.
Today we have with us our judge, Amar Nagam, who is a technical lead by profession and a mentor by passion. He has an extensive experience in a wide variety of systems and applications. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump right in. Our first question. Okay, Mr. Amar, can you please share with us a little bit about your background?
Okay. As you said, I'm a technical lead at Satra. I have, I can say, a pretty long experience in the software development industry. I have now around 9 years of professional experience. I worked on different platforms and programming languages. The main language for me is Python. I also worked on Node.js and Java. I used different technology stacks. So on Python, I mainly worked with Django, which is a very famous web framework. And also I worked on
the development side, right?
Sorry?
On the web development side.
Yes. And also I worked on Spring, which is a Java-based web framework. I worked on Odoo, which is an ERP system, which is Python-based as well. And for the platforms or the cloud platforms, I worked on AWS Web Services, which is a very famous cloud provider, along with other platforms. Also, there were plenty of tools and technologies that I used through the development, but these, I can say, the highlights in my experience.
Okay, that's a wide variety of skills that you have, mashallah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Amar, the next question is, how has COVID affected technology?
Sorry?
How has COVID affected technology?
Yeah, okay. Well, it boosted technology, if I may say, because since the crisis happened, many, let's say, the offline activities have been stopped due to the restrictions of interactions with people around the world. And then technology started to take more important role in substituting these interactions and activities and so forth. And therefore, we found that the online payments, for example, like quadrupled in transactions. Also, many services that we used to use offline started to move online, especially the e-commerce. I think these are the most parts that were impacted, and also we can see that let's say the remote learning platforms also found some strong refreshment. And on the medical side, we found that the telemedical services started also to get some traction and also investments.
All right. So what do you think the value of coding is in the 21st century?
Coding? Well, I heard about a statement by one of the influencers in this industry. Actually, I don't remember his name now. It's Marc Andreessen. Yes, it's Marc Andreessen. He said that software eats the business, and this is very realistic. As we can see that simply everything is converting into software, either 100% or let's say a majority of that. And as I said before, that also COVID-19 boosted that much forward. So using the coding, let's say as a profession, is a very wise decision. And actually, it's the let's say the future of work, mainly, because everything, when it's converted to some kind of software, it's need a maintenance, it needs updates, and so forth. So it's a very important skill to have.
So, what are your ideas about good coding techniques for kids?
Well, for kids, this is a difficult question, but actually, let's take it simply. First, children has to learn about the logical thinking, how to make simple instructions so that the system or the computer can understand what they wanted to do. Because actually, in our natural language, we are used to say some high-level commands, if I may say, from person to person. But when you talk with a computer, you have to learn a new language with specific rules. So mainly for a child to learn about that, he has to understand that computer is not as smart as people. So he needs to start thinking in a more low-level activity, or a more low-level thinking.
Something that's more engaging, right? All right. So in competition, what types of questions kids should be expecting?
Well, I think the question that we might ask to the competents is, why did they choose that specific idea, and what a problem is they are trying to solve. This is for questioning the value of their software, and this is really important. Another part will be, let's say, more technical. Okay. Okay, I wasn't prepared for that, but okay, I'll open the camera.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so can you see me now?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay. So back again. The other part that I can ask about will be more technical, and it will be about the technologies that they used, and why did they choose these specific tools or technologies. And we maybe also discuss the logic. How did they build such a logic? Of course, they are children, so the questioning or the discussion will not be very advanced, but at least I want to have their thoughts about why did they do that that way, so that to understand how do you think about the logic and the code, and from that point you can start enhancing their way of coding or thinking or software design.
Cool.
Yeah.
How can students gain best out of this competition experience?
Well, I think the practicing itself is the most useful thing. I think children at that age need just to have the experience itself, the experience of thinking of an idea that is useful to the world around them, and then applying it into some kind of software. So I think that the highest value of such a competition is just the experience itself. I'm not expecting after this competition is that we will have like software engineers who are ready to go into the world and do something big at that time, but at least this will make them more eager, more ready to take the next level in the software programming.
So how can kids benefit through learning extra skills like coding in early years?
Sure. Can you repeat the question?
How can kids benefit through learning extra skills like coding in early years?
Yeah, I think it's the logical thinking. This is the most important thing. You know, one of the main skills that, let's say, differentiate the software developers from other professions is the logical thinking. When you deal with a computer, as I said before, you can't give it instructions, that high level instructions that you can give to another person. So you have to think in a very organized way and a very logical way, so that you can translate your ideas into a logic that the computer can understand.
All right. Right.
Yeah.
So also the idea behind the Techno Show is to promote the importance in young generation. What would you like to say about our virtual event being held on the 16th January?
Okay, please can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Sure. What would you like to say about our virtual event being held on the 16th of January?
Sorry, I don't understand the point behind the question. Are you asking about what I'm going to say?
The events about the events that is going to happen on 16th of January, the Techno Show. What do you have to say? What do you have to say about that event? What do you feel like about it?
Well, about feeling about that, yes, it's a very good initiative, and I think it's actually a very positive move, introducing the children to the.
Is it a step in the right direction, making people to join together, think together, and like participate and think out, indulging them
Yes.
into thinking?
Yes, yeah. Of course. Yani, the point is having people working together and learning the skills of communication and team working and so forth. These are very valuable skills that when you teach to children at a very early age, it makes them more cooperative, more better at life. Yeah.
So, what do you have to say to the children who are participating?
Well, I just encourage them to continue on their interest in programming, and actually tell them more and more about this world in reality, and actually give them some examples of the software that they are using every day, and tell them, yes, this is software like the software that you already created. And actually, one day you can create something great and very useful to all people around you. So I think this message will be very encouraging to the students or to the children to feel the value of what they are building and what it can be in the future.
All right, then. Well, thank you so much. Well, this has been a very insightful and interesting session with you. And thank you so much for taking your precious time to join us here and share your valuable insights and perspective. Thank you so very much. And we will love to see you back here again. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Hello.